You got seconds to live, so spit it out.
I put a price on his head. We've united under Gascar the Terrible to hunt him down and split the bounty.
All right. Hunt down who?
The god of war, Ares.
Over 6 seasons of Xena, I had always wanted to do Xena and Gabrielle kind of doing nothing for an episode, and had pitched the one-sentence idea to RJ, who instantly got it.
I've given a lot of thought to how I'm gonna live the rest of my mortal life. King, priest, the cult was sexy enough.
Ares, you've got to do something that no one would ever suspect of you.
Like what?
How are you at shoveling?
Which was Xena and Gabrielle go back to Xena's farmhouse that she grew up on to hide Ares from warlords. I don't even think there was that much of a pitch, but I actually, RJ hit a home run with the script. It was one of those few scripts that come in and needed to do very little. We twiddled around with the 4th act resolution as to how they shook the warlord, misdirected him.
I have the ability to kill gods. Wouldn't that make a nice insurance policy? Besides, I know where to find it.
I can't remember how we ended up with old Ares had a farm with these 2 girls and their little teeny-weeny peasant frocks.
Has anyone seen that saw I left out here?
Well, don't look at me.
But that's what we ended up with, and they were very cute. I seem to remember that Kevin Smith didn't wear very much at all throughout the whole episode, and we remade his leather pants so that they were particularly well-fitting. And Xena and Gabrielle got about in these little wispy bits of floral nothing, really. Yeah, it was a different style. But yeah, that was quite a fun episode too.
That Gasker, he's a bad one. You know what they say his favorite sport is? Is to take a young, beautiful, helpless maiden and despoil her of her chastity again and again and again and again.
Oh, the beast.
Kevin Smith was a great comedic actor. He never really got a chance to express that, and being such a good-looking, big physical guy, he was never afraid to be so totally self-deprecating, and that really was his finest work, and for us.
Grandpa must have fortified the roof. It's the only dry room in the house.
That's a big bed. 3 of us could sleep in there.
3 of us in one bed?
Sure.
Well, I suppose we are all grown-ups.
For 6 years of Xena and Gabrielle went to bed fully clothed, wearing their boots, and it always seemed odd to me. So thus, when you have Ares, played by Kevin Smith, and you're going to bed and they're not wearing their normal garb, then you might as well put them in something sexy. That scene was all about sexual tension, and it was, so to have them wearing their normal garb, what was really interesting, at least from a Xena point of view, was to get Xena being girly and trying to recreate her childhood, which she really couldn't. And it was such a minor little runner in that story, it really didn't matter. But that was the rationale that they got dressed up like farm girls. And yeah, for the sake of comedy, you'll bend the story a long ways.
I think a change of positions is in order.
Lucy, Kevin, and Renee had such great working relationships and were put in so many compromising positions together that Gabrielle having to swing her arm around and smack Kevin in the crotch, that would have been no problem. As actors, they had found themselves in so many compromising positions previous to that, and so many unintentional sexual situations as human beings, masquerading, doing their actor thing, that that meant nothing. I think they all, in fact, the truth of the matter is none of them could stop laughing. There's these endless outtakes of them just laughing hysterically at that scene.
Iron totters.
When Xena saw Gabrielle's hand on Ares' crotch, I think that Xena was slightly outraged at the whole situation. I don't know if she wanted in on that action. I don't know if she was mad at Gabrielle for two-timing, but I think the situation, whatever she thought, she was uncomfortable with and wanted to complain.
There are a lot of men who come around here whose looks I like.
Joseph! What are you doing? Get back on in the house, woman. Harlot!
You can't build a series out of those, but once you have a solid series, those kind of episodes are great. So that was one Charlie Siebert directed, and I thought he did a great job. And I actually think that was perhaps Kevin Smith's finest performance he's ever given. So.